30 years back. We started with agreement, okay, partnership agreement or distribution agreement with HP for its printing products. We came into existence in India when the economic liberalization happened in 1993. And the first brand that we got into was HPI, followed by Microsoft and followed by Compaq, and we are here today with about 100 plus brands. Over the times, if you would remember, we had fueled the growth as this country landed up into organized retail chains when Reliance and Tata's first ventured themselves by the 2005-2006. And another 5 years of existence came along the ETL. If you remember, the Flipkart and Amazon grew to their size and shape and form completely at the backbone of Redington in its format. Now, as it came along was the smartphone penetration, which also started coming around the 2010 times. We obviously picked up the chart then with BlackBerry, followed by Apple, and then we had obviously built on those portfolios over the times. The last 3 and 5 years, specifically, post-COVID, the footprint of digital and going digital across the country came along with the Digital India approach too. The different models that customers today choose to buy are becoming many. Unlike there was only one single buy through a retail or through a reseller or a retailer, now has moved beyond by virtue of the digital footprint to place orders online. There was an omni-channel kind of a discovery that was happening, and we being a B2B organization, we slowly started building up on our B2B digital platform capabilities. And today, post-COVID, what we see is IT has evolved, not just in the urban cities, but IT has become, thanks to all the bandwidth connectivity, thanks to all the applications that people are in a position to access, thanks to all the collaborative technologies of Zoom and Teams and everything else, people are sitting at tier 3 and tier 4 and tier 5 cities and operating. If we can enable credit, okay, which we plan not only by ourselves but also through the fintech platforms, and if we can enable through the platform every data on success stories, technology adoptions, newer technologies, the ability of the partners at the tier 3, 4, 5 cities would be much more faster to imbibe, adopt and move ahead very progressively. So, by virtue of that, we would probably see, with smartphone penetrations also being very deep into the country, I think one way is to try and have growth by going deeper into the tier 3, tier 4 and tier 5 cities. We are building our newer scope on competencies, skill sets and technology, making the biggest difference for the partner fraternity and the brand fraternity. What's happening is the human capital talent on technology specifically is becoming a big demand. We are trying to see how we can become a big enabler and a differentiator for the partner community by investing on those technology professionals ourselves. When we do it on our economies of scale and make this available to the partner community, that brings a lot of advantages to them. It's also about how do we bring newer business models, as a service model, capex to opex model, cloud and multi-cloud model. We see this as the biggest element of eliminating technology friction, enabling the partners to try and get onto technologies much faster than they can. In more than many ways, one can't do it all. So if you have to bring a solution to a customer, it is a blended collaboration between us as Redington, us as the partner, another ISV ecosystem who could have the vertical solutions, and the brand, whether it be HP or Dell or Microsoft or Amazon, to work together to put a solution that solves the customer's problems. No, our business works on working capital rotations. Okay, and if you would look our published reports last quarter, our PAT would be at about close to 1.7, 1.8% of the revenue. At some point in time, I remember the market used to probably smile at us saying it's a 1% company, okay, because our PAT was always at about 1%. But I guess with the technology being differentiated, with our foray into managed services, with our foray into cloud and security services, we are gradually upping our margins, which has now moved from the erstwhile 1% for a very long time to about 1.6, 1.7%. So we wanted to see if we can try and move closer to 2% at the earliest. Okay, let me answer this from the way we have seen statistically from the time we went public in 2007. Largely, if we would see every 5 years, we would probably double our revenues and also come pretty closer to doubling our profits. Okay, so in the same sequence, I think every 5 years we are in a position to double it up, and we hope and work closely together to try and keep up that objective moving forward.